Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and we are less than a week away from Fright Nights 2019. So I thought, seeing as Fright Nights is this weekend, I might as well do a deep look into all the new attractions coming to the event this year. And also, as well as this, I will be taking a look at a possible brand new scene in The Walking Dead Do or Die. A little bit of a side project for the video, however I will get onto all the other stuff afterwards. So without further ado, let's get into it. We have a possible brand new scene in the maze. Now obviously, it's going to have a brand new scene. Obviously, you know, it's been a year since it opened and obviously they're going to make changes. However, the main hint to this is on the description within the website that you can check out right now. I'll try and put that in the description. And it reads an unexplored Del Arno trailer that may have supplies. Now, this indicates one main thing, that we will get more of an in-depth look into the story. Now, if you've been on Do or Die or you went on Sanctum, which are basically the same thing, you will know the story is basically you're lured into a trap by these people that are trying to create like a fake community. And obviously the whole thing about Do or Die was either you get the food or you become the food. However, during the maze you just walk around and suddenly they start attacking you. So possibly we could be seeing a brand new scene where you actually have to go and physically get the supplies and then maybe fail and then start getting attacked, which could really add to the story and, you know, add the sort of layers that make it feel more realistic. Because obviously Do or Die last year wasn't really sort of story driven, however I do feel like it may be this year due to this scene. This obviously could play out very differently. This could be a free flow element of the maze. We could see maybe two doors, maybe you have to go one way to get the supplies or the other way to give it a miss and take your chances, which could be a really cool idea as well. Okay, so that's the little side part of the video done. I just wanted to get that out before the weekend because obviously I thought it might be worth a mention. However, we're about to get into the new maze that is coming to Fright Nights in 2019, and that is Creek Freak Massacre. Now, anybody who knows anything about Fright Nights this year will know that Old Town is the place to be. We've got things like Living Nightmare, Platform 15, Creek Freak Massacre, and also a possible Ready Player VR experience, which could be quite interesting as well. However, I did do a video on Creek Freak Massacre when it first got announced, so if you want a little bit more of an in-depth look for that, then definitely go check that out. I'll leave that in the description. We're just going to do a little brief overview for this and obviously focus on the two other ones I haven't discussed on the channel before, but I thought I might as well mention it in the video obviously because it'd be a bit odd to leave it out. Okay, so Creek Freak Massacre, what do we already know? Now the first thing that is blatantly clear when you first see this on the website is the heavy use of chainsaws, which, you know, could be pretty terrifying. As well as this, we know it will be located in the old Loggers Leap station, which is kind of bigger than you think, so I don't think that's going to be a really small maze. We also have a short little glimpse of a possible free flow element in the maze with a sign saying Goodwood and then another door saying Badwood, which could possibly either be something at the beginning where they sort of do sort of like a subspecies thing where they drag you into different rooms and then you face a part of the maze on your own. Okay, so another thing that is pretty clear is the fact that Thorpe are really marketing this as their most scariest attraction ever. Now, I don't know about this because obviously, you know, it's pretty hard to just name something like that straight out of the blue. However, obviously this might not live up to people's expectations now because they're going into it thinking it's going to be absolutely amazing. Obviously it could still be really good. However, like I said, marketing it as, you know, your most intense attraction, a lot of people may be, you know, thinking it's something a little bit more than it actually is. Now, in regards to the theme of this maze, it does look like it's going to be obviously themed in a Sawmill, which, you know, is quite cool because obviously it really does fit in with the Old Town theme. And also we will know that there are a bunch of like sick families that, you know, work in this Sawmill and make murders and stuff. Obviously, if you have seen the promotional video for this maze, that does explain it a little bit more in depth. I'll leave that in the description below as well. Obviously, not really much to talk about theming wise yet. Like I said, we don't exactly know much because it's pretty much concealed in a building. However, we will know on Saturday when we start to see some stuff emerging. Okay, so this isn't the only brand new attraction to come to Thorpe Park Fright Nights 2018. We also have Terror at Amity High. Now, this isn't really a scare maze per se. I'd say it's more of a scare zone. If you went to Fright Nights last year, you know that they did have a Terror at Amity High thing on. Now this was just a scare zone around the Stealth Plaza, just to, you know, give that part of the park a little bit of a spice up at Fright Nights. However, we also did have Big Top Showtime last year, which is what I'm going to be comparing this to. Now, this does look like it is a Big Top Showtime style show that is happening every 20 minutes, so it's not as, long, waiting times as Big Top Showtime was. Obviously, that was every half an hour. This looks like it's every 20 minutes. In regards to the theming of this, attraction, it's not really heavy yet. I don't think it will have as much theming as Big Top Showtime did. Obviously, it's had a lot more to work with Big Top Showtime. And I think Amity Speedway basically sums up the theming for itself. Obviously, it's set in Amity. It still has that sort of feel to it. However, we do have a brand new school bus that has been parked just behind the stage, which is looking really, really cool. So I think this could be a really good, thing just to, chill out and do when you're at Fright Night. Okay, so the last thing we're going to be discussing in today's video is the Feared 5 challenge. Now, obviously, at Thorpe Park there are 5 big major roller coasters, and for Fright Nights this year they're really encouraging people to ride these in the dark, as we have the Feared 5 challenge. Now, this basically entails you going onto the maze, with you going onto the ride and basically collecting a clue. Now, as you go on all 5 of these big main rides, there will be a different clue, and right at the end, if you decipher it, it will become a word. You say it at the mega store and you will get a wristband. Now, you may be thinking, oh, it's a wristband, it's not really worth it. However, it is another thing to do. I mean, at Fright Nights now, last year we kind of chose quantity over quality. However, this year they're really focusing on the mazes and then having some other stuff on the side, just to have something to do. And obviously, like I said, this will encourage people to go on the mazes in the dark. Not the mazes, the rides in the dark. However, a wristband, is it really worth it? And will the code get out, on the internet and stuff? It would kind of take the fun away. Whether or not they change it like weekly or something could work in a very cool way. But yeah, I'm down for doing it. It could be a very interesting thing to do while you're kind of waiting for the mazes to die down with the queue times. And obviously, just if you're casually riding on the ride to just try and decipher the code, it's obviously, like I said, another thing to do. This is now the end of the video, and just putting it out there, I couldn't be more happier for this year's Fright Nights. Obviously, like I said, last year it was mainly quantity over quality, and it sort of didn't really work. However, they do look like they're really focusing on the majors this year. Like I said, having some little activities to do in the sideline, which is always good. Obviously, doing mazes all the time, it can get a little bit boring, and adding these things can just spice up the experience a little bit more. So, obviously, this does mean next week's video will be a Fright Nights vlog. Obviously, this may come out a little bit, scawiff, obviously, because it'll be during the week sometime. But yeah, it's going to be really exciting, so I hope you do enjoy the video for next week. So definitely turn notifications on, if you're excited for that. So without further ado, I'll see you guys later.